So this might be one of the craziest seasons of Love is Blind ever, and it's 50 plus.
Do you have kids, Ed?
I do.
How many?
I have two.
Two. How old are they?
34.
Twins?
No.
You have two 34-year-old kids with different women?
Yeah.
But I'm doing the math here to
No,
no
I
good.
had two kids in the same year, one in March, the other July. One son with a woman from Pernambuco, one with an Italian woman.
Yes, the golden edition of Love is Blind is set in Brazil, and if you're going into this season thinking it's going to be mature, or sophisticated, or less dramatic...
Oh boy, do I have a surprise for you.
And if she's pretty, if she's, part of my French, but if she's a fine piece of ass, if she's a hottie, fantastic.
I train with nunchucks. You know what it is?
Oh, nunchucks, yeah.
Yeah!
So here is our first couple and one of the wildest of the wilds this season. Revo is 67 and has been married 3 times, and Sylvia is 62 and has never been married but has a son. She's also got an interesting side gig.
That year, I went viral. And during my first live stream, which was moderated by my son with an actor from Rio de Janeiro, he asked me, "Do you have an adult content profile?" We sat down to talk because we were having lunch, and he said, "Mom, why don't you create an adult content profile?"
Give me just half a second.
What the f***?
Now Sylvia is also seeing someone named Wagner, and Revo is also very interested in a woman named Lika, who's 51 and has been married twice, while Lika is also interested in Leo, a 50-year-old dentist who's also been married twice, and Leo quickly becomes her number 1. However, don't worry about Revo, because Revo is very outgoing in the pods. He's got quite a few women also chasing him. Like, for example, the oldest, in age only, woman on the show, Fatima, at age 70. Now, most people are thinking that Revo and Fatima are a good match because they're close in age. Also, the other women dating Revo have someone else, like Lika with Leo and Sylvia with Wagner, who, by the way, has already slipped to Sylvia that he's in love with her. So Sylvia goes, "Okay, I've got Wagner and Fatima has no one. I'm going to dump Revo so that Fatima can have someone." And well, word on this gets around to Fatima and the benches start clearing. A brawl is a-brewing.
Revo is yours, honey.
Why are you doing this? Why are you crying? What's happening?
Because I made my decisions, honey, and I'm emotional.
You're crying because you're not going to be with Revo. You left him to me? I don't want leftovers. Who does she think she is? To say to me, "I am generously giving him to you."
I think it was wrong for you to say you were giving him up.
Listen, I don't need anyone's leftovers.
So yeah, it quickly becomes clear that with this season, the higher age does not equal higher maturity, as Sylvia goes, "You know what? I take it all back. Now I want Revo. Now I'm going after Revo, and Revo is my number 1. Literally, she storms back in to have one more date with Revo and goes,
Will you marry me?
So now Sylvia is full on with Revo. So she then goes to end things with Wagner, who is blindsided.
Goodbye, my love. I love you too, as a friend.
Yes.
Move on, please.
Oh, and after this, all the other women are now side-eyeing Sylvia, but she's going,
Haters gonna hate.
Their overall reaction to me, it was jealousy.
It's lousy behavior. Yeah, she is nasty.
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 It's funny because I barely spoke to Lika. I thought that was actually so childish of her, but that's okay. It's all she has to offer.
So, okay, Revo and Sylvia get engaged, and Leo and Lika get engaged, even though Revo was always more interested in Lika, but her number 1 was Leo. Now, we also have Ricardo and Nivea here, who are not very complicated, they just focus on each other. Ricardo has a daughter, but has never been married, and Nivea lost her husband 3 years ago. Kicker is, her husband was also named Ricardo, so they quickly match up and also get engaged. Then, next up, we have Luciana. She's also in a bit of a love triangle or square, as she's got Fabio and Brazilian Dustin Hoffman over here swooning over her. While this guy, Mario S., he's also dating a woman named Ustinelli. However, when Luciana hears that Fabio's been telling everyone it's a done deal with him and Luciana, well, she's not happy about that, and so she focuses on Mario. But here's the thing about Mario, he's got, well, one thing on his mind.
I think I've always liked women who
who really enjoy sex.
What's your sex life like?
Well, it's high frequency and intense. I mean, sometimes a quick one is fun, sometimes 2. 3 hours is also nice. 4.
Wow!
Is sex better or worse than before? I'm much more sexually active maybe right now at this age. Are you into things like domination stuff?
Yes!
Now, Usti here somehow gets turned off by this. But Luciana, on the other hand, well, her reaction to this is more like,
oh, groovy, baby.
I'd have sex with him right there, just like that. Easy.
But for Usti, all of this, plus hearing Luciana talk like that, it's giving her the ick. And to make matters worse, Usti goes into her next meeting with Mario and he immediately says,
"We had a very hot conversation yesterday, didn't we?"
Yes, and
yes, it was
I'm
very
hoping
hot.
it'll be hot again today.
Oh.
So Usti is wondering, is this like an everyday thing for you? Is this normal behavior? Can I expect us to talk about other stuff too?
I talk about sex with my female friends and my male friends. And it's a thing I like to talk about because it's a topic I'm interested in.
Uh-huh. Well, Usti hears all of this and goes,
and so for those reasons, I'm out.
And yeah, she breaks things off with Mario, who then ends up with Luciana, in what turns out to be one of the craziest reveals I've ever seen from this franchise. Wow, bro is reactionless. Where's all that sexy talk now, Mr. Mario? So, okay, Luciana was the one who proposed to him in the pods, and now she's sitting down with Mario and going, okay, I did the first move, now I want you to propose to me. Give me the ring, make the move yourself, so I can feel some validation. And Mario goes,
will you be okay?
Oh, of course. Obviously. Will you be okay? He was like, are you going to be okay? A guy I've known for 10 days. Who does he think he is?
wow. So, yup, Mario does this.
Yeah! Woohoo! Yahoo!
And he is out of there. Just sees Luciana and sits with her for a minute, and then it's like,
I just needed to find the same feeling I had when we were talking. It just had faded.
my guy, you spent 5 seconds with her. We're not fools.
She's obviously pretty and she's nice, but that just isn't enough. If you want to be romantically successful as a couple,
Yeah, you have to be emotionally connected. If only you had just spent the last couple of weeks getting to know each other sight unseen. Wouldn't that have helped? So, alright, we do have a couple more couples to go. There's Lucielma here, who quickly falls for Mario Roberto, and she is all in on him.
I found my man! I found Mario Roberto!
Okay, this season no one gives a single iota of a care to try and keep the relationship quiet in the public spaces.
Mario Roberto is mine, eyes off.
Right. Which one is he again?
My knives are already sharpened. I'm warning everyone.
So these two do talk about cultural differences and spiritual differences, and Mario Roberto is wondering if that's going to be a problem with her family, and she goes, well, my mom probably won't like you, but I don't think it's going to be for that reason.
It's possible at this point that my parents, especially my mother, won't want to meet you. And it's not because of religion or the way you dress, but simply because you're going to be my fourth hubby.
Still, they go on to the reveal. Then there's Ida and Ed, who are also very open about sex, which, hey, no problem, as long as it's not the only thing you talk about. And we have one more couple getting engaged and moving on to the honeymoon phase, which leaves us at 5 couples. Ricardo and Nivea, Sylvia and Revo, Leo and Lika, Lucielma and Mario, and Ed and Ida. And here's where their relationships are at for now. Ricardo and Nivea seem fairly solid. They connect on stuff like their love of the ocean, but the question is it too much of a friendship vibe? Ed and Ida are full on, but she wonders if he's a bit of a player. Lucielma is going all in on Mario Roberto, but feels like she's ready and in love. However, he's not on the same page as her. And then there's Lika and Leo, and Sylvia and Revo. So Lika has always had this idea that her man should be wildly passionate and outgoing, but Leo's not that kind of guy, at least not on the show, not with her, so she's feeling like there's no energy there.
The first night with my fiance, to be honest, it wasn't particularly hot.
Oh, and speaking of someone whose first night isn't that hot, Revo is still hung up on Lika. So every time Sylvia goes to bed with Revo, the guy just turns over and falls asleep.
Oh my God. I can't believe that happened to me. My fiancé, on our honeymoon, laid down, turned his back to me, and fell asleep.
So yeah, you probably know what that means. Bro is checked out. But alright, they then have their first couples meetup where everyone gets to see each other for the first time. And of course, Revo is ready to find Lika. And immediately, he's feeling like there's a connection forming.
That moment when we met was kind of awkward, both for me and for Lika. It felt like there was something between us.
And I was thinking, okay guy, be so for real right now. But Lika's now eyeing Revo too. She's going, wow, Revo is so outgoing. That's what I've always said I wanted in a man, and Leo's just not that way. So production then gets diabolical and sets up a double date with Sylvia and Revo and Lika and Leo. Which is wild because 1, Sylvia and Lika hate each other after the altercation with Fatima during the pod days, but also 2, because Revo then goes to sit privately with Lika and starts talking like this.
We're gonna see each other a lot. What do we do? I'm gonna look at you.
Revo, stop.
Okay. I have to admit I like you. Too bad you're with my friend.
Oh my God, don't make things complicated for God's sake.
Why not?
So both of these relationships are failing. Lika wants more passion and fire from Leo, but he keeps saying he needs to take things slower and that'll develop over time, while Revo continues to turn his back on Sylvia every night and fall asleep. So Sylvia starts going, you're too distant, and Revo is insisting that she's pressuring him, although I bet if it were Lika pressuring him, he wouldn't say the same thing. So yeah, these two just descend into fighting.
And here am I, also expecting other things that I'm not getting.
Okay. Like what? Tell me.
One of them is peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet?
Yes.
Funnily enough, her telling him that there are issues is exactly what he asked of her in the pods.
I'm telling you how I feel, just like you wanted.
If I ever bother you, or rub you the wrong way, or if I hurt you, or you think I said something stupid, tell me.
So yeah, these two implode, and it is so over.
I don't need any affection. You're not the last man on the planet. There are thousands of men who'd like to be with me, even younger men.
I don't feel like being physical with you at all.
There, it's okay. It's not a problem.
Which means our first honeymoon couple has bitten the dust. Kinda, cause they do put on a charade for a while in front of the other couples while Revo still eyes Lika and Sylvia starts going insane.
Get me out of here! These people! Come on, guys! I went into the water. I was just over there kicking some water around. Be happy, for God's sake.
But they eventually make it officially official right before things move on to the real-life phase of the experiment, where the drama only continues as right away, Lika is refusing to move in with Leo.
After the honeymoon, once the camera stopped recording, I asked if he was interested in me as a potential girlfriend. He didn't answer yes or no, which made me feel very insecure.
So yeah, this one's on another downward spiral to nowhere, while the rest of the couples are not much better. Ricardo and Nivea have very little spark going on. She's asking more from him, and he just points to her always needing affirmations. Ida and Ed are fine, but she's still seeing signs that Ed's a bit of a player.
Sex now, love someday? Is that so? And
This is for motivation.
Do not doubt, for I love you.
Actually, it was a friend of mine who wrote that, and then another friend came and added to it. Then they wrote fan number 1, number 2, number 3. You know, these are some of the people who passed through my life.
And Lucielma and Mario Roberto continue to be on 2 separate pages, with Mario feeling that Lucielma isn't just on a different page, we're at like 2 opposite sections of the library over here.
And I must confess, I'm very happy. I love you so much, your fiance. Interesting. No, I think it's cool.
Cara,
Geez, he was supposed to be happy. Besides telling him every day, I'm putting on record my feelings for him. And his reaction is interesting.
So from here, everyone moves on to more dates and more family meetings, melding their previous lives with their new engaged one. And we meet all sorts of people from all of their inner circles, but it's hard to say that anything is going particularly well. Ed and Ida are passionate one day and then arguing about how to work out properly the next. Nivea wonders if there's passion or love in their relationship, and Ricardo explains that he thinks passion has more to do with pleasure than real love. All the while Nivea's going, I feel neither pleasure or love right now.
For me, passion isn't the same as love. All I can say is that I believe Nivea is a fantastic woman. I've had days when I fell out of love and then fell back in love again.
And then these two have one of the oddest dinner dates I've seen on this show. It's a bit of a baffling one because here Nivea brings up that she started on her vows for the wedding, which absolutely flips a switch in Ricardo.
And I stayed home and wrote my vows.
I didn't even know I had to write vows.
Really?
Well, you know more than I do about the process.
I'm sorry.
Nivea always seems to be one step ahead.
Okay, so Ricardo starts crashing out because he's saying, vows? We have to do vows? Who told you that? Why are you keeping information from me? Which, yes, is as weird as it sounds, because, you know, it's a wedding. That's what you do. You have vows. However, Ricardo is going, how could you possibly know this information?
How did you know?
Because I watched the show and I saw that's what they do.
I didn't know.
That's why.
Okay, can I be honest? I don't believe you. Okay? I don't believe that's true.
This is actually one of the most dumbfounding things I've witnessed on this show. Maybe there's, I don't know, some sort of part of this that's lost in translation, cause he flips out thinking she's withholding information from him. And Nivea is confused, yet Ricardo thinks she's lying about it all.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear what I have to say, but I'll say it one more time, so it's clear.
What's the point? For me, there's no point. It's a matter between you and me. I don't believe you told me the truth.
You think I lied to you?
I'm not going to argue with you. Excuse me, you should have said, yes, I do have some inside information, but instead you claimed you didn't know anything.
So, he literally goes out the door. He leaves her at the dinner. So the weddings draw closer, and we have the bachelor and bachelorette parties, where the guys show more interest in the samba dancers right now than they have with their partners all season. But I guess it's not much different over with the women. And then we get to the actual wedding days, where first up is Lucielma and Mario Roberto. Now at this wedding, Ustinelli shows up and has a talk with Lucielma, and Lucielma talks about how Mario is just not giving her enough, and he doesn't seem to be at the same emotional place with her, so they have this big moment where she just straight up pulls a runaway bride. She leaves Mario alone at the altar and drives off. Which, by the way, of course Mario was planning to say no. She even leaves him this letter to read, but he just trashes it and says if she wants to talk to him, she can do it face to face, and for now, all I'll say to that is...
Hey, be careful what you wish for, cause you just might get it.
Then, next up, it's Ricardo and Nivea's day, and honestly, I'm surprised he didn't come barging into her dressing room yelling, how dare you not tell me we had a wedding day to attend? So yeah, my hopes are hardly high for this one. Especially not after that dinner fiasco, and even Nivea's children are refusing to show up.
My children are exercising their right to not support me, to not want to participate in this. And that's something I want to emphasize. I'm not a victim here.
I mean, the most engaging couple of this wedding is actually Lika with Revo, who are there together. So, no surprise, this one is another no, as both speak to continuing their friendship, but that's about it. And we now move on to our final wedding with Ida and Ed, the last hope for this season, who do seem to be the couple that's most mutually attracted to each other. And hey, there's some actual family here, there are some people with coordinated wedding colors, so this one turns out to be...
That's why today I say yes. Let's give ourselves a chance to grow our love.
Say I do, Ida. My woman, it's a pleasure to say, I do, and I do.
But before you get your confetti and streamers out, they do this kind of reunion update episode, and, well...
We're no longer together because we had different interests.
Suddenly, in the middle of a conversation, I'd say something and bam, he'd start yelling at me.
I don't really like to keep analyzing the relationship, trying to figure out the root cause of the issue.
Yeah, this whole season is one big crash and burn. Nothing's left of it. No relationships remain, not even Revo and Lika. They too say nothing happened after the show. But what's more alarming is the update we get from Lucielma and Mario Roberto. Cause after Lucielma's triumphant ghosting, she started to really regret what she'd done. So, she reached out to Mario a lot.
I blocked her on social media. I blocked her phone number because I was feeling, like I said, invaded.
I wasn't satisfied, so I sent him a message from my daughter's phone. I started messaging him from every phone I could.
Yeah, when he's turning down multiple phones, not returning your emails or your messenger pigeons or smoke signals, I think that means it's time to walk away.
Neighbors, friends, relatives, my father, everyone I knew. And he ignored me every single time. He didn't even reply, hey, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't know, the constant blocking was probably a good indication of that.
The more he ignored me, the more I sought him out.
So yeah, a stalking scandal was not on my bingo card for this season. And if there's anything I've learned from all these golden versions of reality dating shows, it's that age is truly just a number, but that works both ways. So there you have it, Love is Blind, Brazil, Never Too Late. Truly a car crash of a season that I'd describe as elder abuse, elder abuse. But like, in a way where we're the ones hurt for watching these elders. So that's it for this recap of Love is Blind Brazil, Never Too Late. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
Get me out of here! These people!